Hi Taurus, welcome to your unexpected for February 2020. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as recommend a reader shout out, which goes to 7 Cups of Spiritual Tea. Love and support to her. Check her out, show her some love and support. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. Also, this may resonate as yours or your person's moon, rising, or Venus signs. Page of Swords. Okay. Gathering information, thinking about some things. All right, Taurus. Maybe starting communications or minimizing communication. Taurus. The unexpected for Taurus, February 2020. 6 of Pentacles. All right. So, Justice, that could be Libra. Emperor, that could be Aries. The Sun, that could be Leo. Page of Pentacles. Oopsie. The Empress. Okay. Let me get the little guys here. Oh, we gotta see who we're dealing with too. Hold on it. Who's over there? So this could be Taurus or Aries, Leo, Aries, Libra. All right. Taurus. What are we dealing with here for Taurus? Queen of Swords. So there's Libra again. Libra too. Okay. Doesn't have to be. I mean, it could be male or female. Just if we're talking about signs associated, it could be Libra. Okay, wrong deck. Let me get the little guys. Is there a sense to realizing that you're kind of like it feels like you're kind of looking at your future and realizing what that would entail with this person. Is that what, I don't know. It feels like you're like, okay, do I want to do this? What's this Emperor about? I mean, that could shift, but there's this sense of feeling like, am I seeing everything for what it is? Are we good, or am I like, I might need to find out more before I go whole hog here. What's this Emperor about? Knight of Swords, that could be Aquarius. Something in my eye here. There we go. What's this Queen of Swords about? This Queen of Swords. 5 of Swords. Okay. What's this Sun card about? Strength, that could be Leo again. What's this Page of Pentacles about? The Devil, that could be Capricorn. All right. Honestly, this feels like you're kind of looking at your future with this person going, oh, I don't know. Like, I don't know if we can do it the way we've started off doing it. We might have to adjust some things here. Like, I don't know if I want to continue with what I originally signed up for. That's what it feels like. All right. What's this Empress about? This could be Taurus or Aries. What's this Empress about? Okay. 2 of Cups. Honestly, it feels like, okay, this very well could be that in light of recent information, you need to make different decisions. I don't know if it's because you got a new job and all of a sudden you got to, I don't know, but in light of looking at the situation or in light of new information, like something has happened to where you're having to look at your situation differently. It could be any number of things that have recently changed. Is it someone coming back and saying they're sorry? Like, is that the thing? I mean, because we've got, I don't want to say it's an ultimatum, but there's a shift here. I'm sitting here going like, what is it? It's what did you two have? I don't think it was a fight. I think something has happened. Some kind of life event change has happened to where it's shifted gears. Is it that you've recently found out, or maybe you're looking at what you're getting into more realistically? Because there's this need to make a decision with clarity now, after either finding something out or realizing the facts, or there's some kind of new information that has been shared. This has the potential to either strengthen the relationship or for you to decide, ooh, I don't know if I want to do that. What's this justice about? What's this justice about? Okay, there's so there's the needing to make some decisions or looking at your future going, is it as you want it? Should it be? Is it as it should be? Or are you, I don't know, by all intents and purposes, it looks like you're feeling like, okay, in spite of the new information, we might have to shift gears, but okay, I'm up for it. But this Page of Pentacles and the Devil worries me because it feels like, is that you backpedaling and wanting to kind of withdraw a little bit? Because you need to make decisions based on what is best for the potential of this relationship. Not that your focus is on the relationship, but if you're going to do with this person, something has happened to where you've realized, ooh, I don't know if I want to sign on for that. There's something about something recently. And both of these are about balance and things being equal. And it might be that, hey, am I going to have to be the one to be the understanding one, or to be waiting around, or to be kind of taking a lot more, like giving up a lot more than I'd be getting back in this situation? Am I going to have to be really understanding about someone's work schedule, or the fact that they have a crazy ex-person that they've got kids with that's going to be really demanding, and I just have to be understanding about that? Like, it could be that you're having to ask yourself those questions, and you're questioning if this is going to have the stability, or if you want to be the pillar of strength, if you want to be the person who's always going to be understanding about that. It looks like you're questioning that or realizing that because of something that happened recently. It's caused you to question the connection or commitment with this connection, this relationship. And it could very well have something to do with the fact that you're giving a lot more than you're getting. That you're dealing with someone that might not be either in a position to give you back what you're getting, or this is someone that doesn't want to give what you're giving. They don't want the obligation, or they don't want they like being the one taking more than they're giving. This is someone who offers small but takes big. And you have to, it could be that you're giving this pause because that Page of Swords that jumped in the beginning is like nagging at me. And I said that it was about gathering information or realizing some things, and I think that's what's going on here. Is that something happened, and it's kind of causing you to question the strength and the stability of this connection. Might be having to make some decisions about this. Feels like your person might be doing the same thing, but your person might be somebody who's very strategic, who things kind of always work out for because they position themselves to do that for. And you might be late to the party realizing, hey, I'm a lot more in service of this person in the relationship than they are of me. They're always kind of getting the most benefit out of something. And it could very well be, I mean, we got the Empress and the Devil here and the Page of Pentacles. This could be a codependent relationship where somebody, you, is doing a lot of the work and you're not getting that devotion, that commitment, that amount of work back. And you're just as busy, you're just as obligated in your life. And yet there's an imbalance here. The balance is called into question here. And I think it's got you looking at your options. And it feels like this, you need to consider that. It feels like you already are, actually. It feels like you're like, whoa, wait a minute. I need to learn more about this situation here. Because all of a sudden, and I think I think things were going along, and because of whatever happened, I think that's caused you to look at things differently. Your person is none the wiser. They're not changing, but I think you see it as differently because there's been this realization like, I think I give a lot more than I get out of this. And I don't know if I want to continue further. Okay, what else for Taurus? The Star, that could be Aquarius. What's this Sun card about? I want to do another one for this Sun card. What's this Sun card about? There's that King of Swords. Okay. It could be Gemini. Yeah, having to make some decisions recently about information you found out. Okay. This Page of Pentacles about with the Devil. This Page of Pentacles. Okay. So we've got two cards about giving here. Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. And this is a small offer. Could be that you're dealing with someone with kids and there's an unhealthy relationship with the ex. It could be that because someone has kids that they have to be kind of really hyper vigilant about, or that's putting a cramp on the relationship just because it's not the kids, it's the ex that's being, and I know that's awfully specific, but this could be where someone doesn't have a lot to give you because they've got an unhealthy toxic situation they're trying to manage or stay on top of, and that leaves you very little in connection with them. And before you decide to continue any further on this relationship, it dawned on you that that's something you really need to consider, because that dynamic with the ex with the nutty-eared and squirrel turds, that's not going away. So if that's the case, you really need to consider that when you're considering partnership with this person, because that dynamic is not going to go away. And I think that dynamic has been there. I think the realization of that just dawned on you that, oh, this is going to be for a while now, that this is what we're getting into. And through no fault of their own per se, this very well could be someone being like, I always have to prioritize this. I'm sorry, but I got to do this. That's where my focus has to be for the long haul. So you could be looking at something that's going to pan out, but it's going to be a long time before that happens. And because of the nature of this person's relationship with their ex and the kids, it has to be that way. They have to stay on top of that and manage that. And that could be where their focus is, so it leaves the leftovers for you. Okay, there's that. If it's not that, because that's oddly specific, right? If it's not that, this is someone that's just, it could be you realizing, hey, the dynamics of this are kind of lopsided and I'm not really getting back what I'm giving here. I don't know if I want to do that. Or if I am, I need to know that going in and just accept it. And I don't think you're okay with it, because while you're loyal and you're into longevity and stability, it has to be a reciprocal partnership, because you give a lot and that needs to be replenished. It needs to be a partnership. You don't want to be the only giver or doer. So we got the Empress, we got the Star, we got the Sun. Why am I not happy about this? The Empress and the Emperor and the Two of Cups. I should be happier about this, and I'm not. And the Star card. Because it's the question, and we got the Page here, and we got the Page of Swords. This is a question of reciprocity in the relationship, and it's you considering, I think, this realization. I think that's a huge thing, is realizing everything's perfect about this relationship, but it's that one issue that's kind of a big issue, that kind of has the power to torpedo things or to put things on hold or to really affect things. There is somebody whoever you're dealing with has somebody, or either has somebody or a situation that is quite demanding, that takes a lot of their attention, focus, and time, that puts you out of balance. This is not about you breaking up with this person, but it is about you realizing the dynamic. And I think you were quite okay with it, or just kind of working with it before, but I think February, it kind of, something happens that calls that into question, that makes you realize, oh, wait a second. This is for the long haul. And I think either they explain that to you, you two have talks or something. It's revealed somehow, and there's a perspective shift for you. It's like this realization dawns on you, and you're like, oh, hold everything. Holy cow. I was not expecting to see it this way, or to feel this way, or to all of a sudden look at our future and go, oh my gosh, wait a second. I think that's what the perspective shift is, or the unexpected is that your perspective on this changes. All of a sudden you're starting to look at the work involved, and you're questioning whether you want this or not. What's this Emperor about with the Knight of Swords? The Nine of Swords here. So because of what happened, there's something that happened, and it feels like your person might be like, you know what, this and this needs to be preserved. Like, it has to be this way. But in doing that, you realize it leaves all of this for you. But this is always going to be the priority. And it's going to be maybe a long time before you get what you want in this relationship. And something happened that, honestly, it's happened enough times to where you're like, we have to deal with this. We have to talk about this. We need to talk about this. We need to understand what's going on. We got the Strength and the Star card. And it's almost like, okay, that it's like it's asking you to endure and to be patient and to understand all things you're capable of, but very difficult if you're operating in a deficit or from a deficit. And like, hey, you're just going to have to be the bigger person. You're just going to have to be patient. You're just going to have to be understanding. Can you do that? Do you want to sign on for that? This person, for the Tauruses that I'm reading for, this seems like a long time that this dynamic is going to be in play. So, and perhaps that's what the unexpected is here. It feels like that's kind of, it's not a deal breaker, but it is a game changer, and it gives you pause. It takes you to that Page of Swords where it's like, whoa, I need to think about this. I need to gather more information. For some of you, that might be like, that took the relationship down, like all of a sudden to where we're just talking online. We're not doing a whole lot anymore. Could be that. But it feels like realizing this kind of hit you like a lightning bolt. And you're like, oh, I don't think you were expecting that, and I don't think you were expecting it to change your position on things. Okay. It's not that this is over. It's just that it's giving you pause and you're thinking about things and looking at things differently now, and you're not sure what you want to sign on for. Okay. What else for Taurus? Because it's almost like, okay, this is the way it's going to be for a while. Do you want to, is this what you want? Are you getting your needs met? What's for Taurus? Took me a minute. Lay a solid foundation. That's what this is saying. Is this the way you want it? Are you going to have to wait a long, long time to get what you want? Solid foundation. Surprised that the Ace of Pentacles didn't show up here. This is... It can happen, right? But it's the amount of time it's going to take to get there. This is... It feels like this solid foundation is a long way off. And then it's like, well, then what are you laying down in the meantime? You know what I mean? It feels like the relationship that you want this person might be a longer way off than what you wanted. I'm talking years instead of months. Just saying. Sorry. Don't like that. Again, not a deal breaker, but it is a game changer. This is seriously giving you pause. I don't think you were expecting to see it like this and all of a sudden to wake up and go, what am I doing? This is, oh my gosh, I'm not, what about me? Okay. If you can sign on for this and be like, I get it, I know how this is, I get it, I know how this goes, then there's no problem here. Then this is what you want. You're committed. But if you're just like, I don't know if I can keep doing this, in light of what just happened, it's like it's kind of called into question the security and stability of this. That's for Taurus. Okay, so we got the, whoopsie, hello. King of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So this, is that you withdrawing so you can think about things? You still care, there's still connection, but you're kind of like, oh, okay, I need to be in a position where I have to detach from this emotionally for a little bit so I can think about things. Is this you deciding, you know what, this is not going to work for me, and there's a love here, I love you, but I need to break away for a while to think about some things, to see if I can, in light of what happened, I need to kind of be on my own and think about what I want to do. Is that what this Page of Pentacles is? You detaching so you have time to think about what you want in this relationship in light of finding out and understanding the dynamic here, because you're not getting your needs met. You haven't been getting your needs met. This is not an equal relationship, not because your person's bad, but because you can't be a priority for them right now. That gets old real quick. Honestly, it does. So this is about disconnection and feeling disconnected and sort of set adrift and trying to figure things out emotionally, perhaps disconnected from that person you love, the love relationship, because of an unhealthy dynamic that you're just now starting to realize the magnitude or the gravity of. The bummer here is that there's potential for this, but it's a long way off. You're going to have to be patient. And this feels like you wouldn't be able to have that thriving emotional connection like you would want to have. That would have to be delayed. Shutting up. All right. Thank you for stopping by. I hope this was helpful, Taurus. I obviously it's not ideal, but I hope you at least feel informed. Love to you this February. Hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.